Okay, okay, come one, come all. We are going to do a practice round of the Spreadsheet Golf, the Coronavirus Open, which will go live round one on Thursday, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you can hear me, throw a comment in this chat so that I know this is working. Assuming you guys can hear me, here is what. Okay, cool. We're good. So, uh, here's what this is going to look like, and we'll see how this goes over the course of, the next couple weeks as we are without golf. But the way that this works is I have built essentially a random, not completely random, but a simulator within Google Docs so that we can all share this. I did in the tweet. If you go and pull up my tweet, you can follow along in this spreadsheet with me. But it is going to allow us to sim hole by hole um, the Coronavirus Open, right? Which is really just TPC Sawgrass for this week, and it's the top 55 players in the world. So if you are on this spreadsheet and you go down to the rules tab, you can see all of the rules, how this is going to work. You can enter a lineup into this. It is a tiers style contest. So you can put in, you'll pick one guy from each of the 6 tiers, and then $25. All of the money is being paid out. Plus, I've added additional prizes to the top DFS on demand subscribers wherever they finish. So I've added some things there. But the way this is going to work is I've built this around the real life birdie rates, bogey rates, par rates for all of these golfers. And then basically what's going to happen is I'm going to create a random number generator in here from 1 to 100. And whatever number for that hole it appears on for that golfer will indicate whether it is a birdie, par, bogey, double, whatever. And it's based on their true rates. So that means, yes, it is random. But in theory, because the ranges, so I'll give you an example here. Like Rory's range for making a birdie is a lot higher than, let's say, Shane Lowry's range is. Okay, so he has more numbers that when they are randomly generated will fall into his birdie range or his eagle range. So the better golfers do have an advantage here. It is not completely random, but as we know, in golf, you can rattle off a bunch of birdies in a row. You can rattle off a bunch of bogeys in a row. So that's kind of how this works. So I just want to make sure my systems are in place and I'm not running into any issues before we go to round one on Thursday. So there will be one round streamed each day, Thursday through Sunday, and then we will have a champion. And I will keep track of, I've got, this is my input sheet. I've got the scorecard sheet. So as you'll see this, you'll see each golfer's scorecard update. And then that also translates over to the leaderboard where we've got DraftKings scoring as well, which will determine that contest. Now, the DraftKings scoring is only hole-by-hole scoring and finishing position. It does not include bogey-free round. It does not include any of the bonuses. So the birdie streak, for example. So I think that's it. Let's hop into this and just see how it goes and answer maybe some questions that come up along the way. If you have a question, throw it in the chat. And maybe we'll only do like 9 holes here. I don't know. We'll see how long I have no idea how long this is going to take. I can probably fly through this pretty quickly, but we'll see how long here. So every golfer, the 55 golfers in the field will play all of the holes at the same time. So here we go. This is hole number 1. It is a par 4. We are going to go over to the input sheet, and I'm going to put a formula in that is going to generate a random number from 1 to 100. It's going to assign the top guy first. It's going to assign Rory a number first. That is not going to be his number. His number will be the finished number when I drag this formula down, okay? So you'll see what happens here. So here we go. So if I do random between 1 and 100. Okay. I'm going to press enter and it's going to assign Rory a score. 88. That's not his score. It only becomes official when I drag this down and simulate every golfer at the same time. So here we go, baby. We are dragging down, and now all of these are official. Okay, so Rory has a 25. So I'm just going to make these numbers official, and then we're going to flip over to the scorecards, and you're going to see how this actually looks here. So if I click scorecard, you'll see Rory made a birdie on number 1. Justin Thomas made a birdie on number 1. Webb Simpson made a birdie. Patrick Reed made a double. Okay, so this is how it's working. So if we go back to the inputs here, Rory's 25, that landed in his birdie range. Patrick Reed with a 99, that landed in his double bogey range, which is probably only 2% for him. So very unfortunate, unlucky start for Patrick Reed, but that's kind of how this works. So he goes out and makes double on number 1. We have a handful of birdies. Billy Horschel and Sergio, they're going to make bogey. Victor Hovland, he makes a double on number 1. I can flip over to the leaderboard, and you can see that the DraftKings scoring and everything is updating. So let me sort this by position now so that we can see how this is going to work. And you can see, okay, a 17-way tie for first because 17 guys made birdie on their first hole. Then we've got everyone from Rahm down to Corey Connors in a tie for 18th. Oh, by the way, that is my I have a script that runs that pulls up DraftKings every single day to make sure I get the daily reward. You just saw it happen live. I highly encourage you to do that. That is, I'll make a video about that. You never miss out on the daily reward on DraftKings. Okay. Horschel is going to make bogey with Sergio, with Graham McDowell. Patrick Reed and Victor Hovland are making doubles. Now, I can already see, really quickly here, I can already see that I need to update my conditional formatting to say, if this is equal to 2, put it into, double. Let's see if this worked. There we go. So now we can see the double bogeys a little bit better. All right, so let's go back and do hole number 2. This is a par 5. So what I'm thinking for the future, and I don't want to give away the entire thing because I want there to be, I don't have a lineup in this, so I really have no incentive to really, mess around or anything like that. But I want there to be a little bit of, if I gave you the solution, you could go make pretty good lineups. Obviously, it would be more random, but what we might do in future weeks, if this goes on for a while, I'll update accordingly for, hole distances and certain number of par and like stuff like that. So we can kind of get really into this, but I wanted to get something up as quickly as possible here. So I can already see that the lower the number, the better. So this 5 for Jon Rahm is probably, it is a birdie. So he's going to make birdie on number 2. Webb Simpson, the GOAT, is now 2 under through 2. Patrick Reed settles down, makes a par after his double on the first, and then Bryson and Leishman are dropping shots as well. Oh, we've got a couple guys out of the gate. Louis, back-to-back birdies. Scotty Scheffler, elite birdie rate back-to-back. Brendan Todd, Adam Scott, Ian Poulter. Let's update the leaderboard and see where we stand here at this point. And then remember, come Thursday, I will actually have your guys' lineups in here. So not only will I be showing the leaderboard, but I'll be showing like the contest leaders too. So I could be like, oh, 4-0, you are in first place right now because of, you've got Webb Simpson and Scotty Scheffler in your lineup or something like that, right? So there will be actually an additional leaderboard that we can look through. So here we go. We've got 7 guys, 2 under out of the gate. Andrew Putnam, Ian Poulter, Adam Hadwin, Brendan Todd, Scotty Scheffler, Louis, and Webb Simpson. Morikawa, he did make birdie on 1. I wanted to make sure to shout that out. DJ and Jon Rahm got on the board on the par 5. Of course they did, right? They dominate the par 5s. And continued struggles for Graham McDowell, the only guy in the field to bogey his first 2 holes, I believe. Yeah, the only guy in the field. Billy Horschel did bounce back. He's back to even it with a birdie on number 2. Let's do hole number 3. This is a par 3. Okay, that 50 is not official for Rory, obviously. It's only official now. Paste this in. We'll make it that way. And let's just hop right over to the leaderboard and see what happens here. Oh my goodness. Jazz Jana Wadanant makes bogey on the par 3. Matt Wallace makes bogey. Webb, all these guys at the top of the leaderboard, they slow down and make par. But who is this? Andrew Putnam. 3 under through 3. Oh my goodness. This might not last, but we are going to sort this here by the top of the leaderboard and see Andrew Putnam as your solo leader out of the gate. Unbelievable start here. If you want to enter this contest, honestly, the easiest way, I tweeted out this link. There is a link to this spreadsheet. Click on rules, and you can go and see the Google form to enter. You can see the PayPal link to pay. It has all the information right here. So that's probably the best way to do this. But here we go. Andrew Putnam jumped out to the lead. 46.5 DraftKings points. We've got a handful of guys, 13 guys in second at the moment. Pretty colorful scorecards down here with Fitzpatrick making a double on number 3. And here we go. Patrick Reed, 3 over through 3. He cannot get up and down on the par 3. He missed his shot out to the left. He short-sided himself. He's not able to get up and down, and he's going to make a bogey. All right, let's do hole number 4 here. Rory looks like, well, that's not his official number here. Looks like he's making a lot of pars. We'll see if that's a par or a birdie. Oh, DJ, that might be a birdie for him. Let's update the leaderboard. I think I've got like 25 paid, by the way. I don't know. If you don't have Twitter, you don't have to have Twitter to enter this. I'll put the link to this sheet in the chat. Let's see here. This is the link to paste that into your browser. That should work. Are there any legal or accounting implications? Jeremy, I hope not. I'm not taking any VIG or any rake, which I believe is what starts to get you into issues if you grow big enough. This is a very small contest amongst friends. I certainly hope there are no legal or accounting implications. It's just through PayPal. All right. Louis, Brendan Todd, Adam Hadwin all make birdies on the par for 4th, which is going to get them up into a 4-way tie for 1st. A handful of guys in behind him in a tie for 5th. Scotty Scheffler, Ches Reavie, they both drop a shot on the par 4. So let's check the bottom. Oh, Billy Horschel. Look at this guy. Billy Horschel goes bogey, birdie, birdie, double. He is having a heck of a round. Lot of colors on there. That's actually better for his DraftKings scoring. This is how realistic this is so far. Both Billy Horschel and Benny On are tied at 1 over par, right? Except Billy Horschel has done it with 2 birdies, a double, and a bogey. Benny On is just 1 over, 3 pars and a bogey. So Billy Horschel's got more DraftKings points. Pretty funny to see that as well. Let's go run hole number 5. Hole 5 is playing difficult. This is a tough little hole. So let's see how these guys fare on it. Oh man, Rory made eagle, I think. I'm pretty sure this is Rory's eagle range. Let's check it out. Oh my gosh, he did. Okay, let's update the leaderboard because Rory's about to make a charge here. He just hit like a 2%er. Yeah, look at Rory with his eagle on number 5. Unbelievable. So that means he holed out from the fairway. Yeah, so he had about a $135 in. He had wedge in hand. landed just past the cup, spun it back, and it rolled in. Unbelievable. The crowd was going nuts over there. I could hear the roar from this side of the course, and I'm almost a mile away. Unbelievable stuff. But Brendan Todd and Adam Hadwin continue to pile on birdies. We've seen this from them before, right? Brendan Todd goes out, gets super streaky, wins a couple of tournaments in a row. Adam Hadwin has shot a 59, so no surprise to see the streakiness out of those guys. But it is an absolutely packed leaderboard. Rory and Dustin Johnson just one shot back. Terrell Hatton one shot back. Webb Simpson, Sungjae Im one shot back. Really good stuff here. Corey Connors, 3 birdies in a row. That's not going to get you a birdie streak, but it is going to continue to move him up the leaderboard. And then continued struggles down here for our guys. The bottom of the leaderboard didn't move all that much, but Victor did get one back. So he's now 1 over par through 5 holes. All right, hole number 6 coming up right now. That might be another birdie for... Oh, it's not official. Sorry, I got too excited. I was going to say it might be another birdie for Rory, but it's not official until I drag them all down. I got so excited about it. Let's head over to the leaderboard. Oh my goodness, I can already see what's going on here. So, Andrew Putnam, the hottest guy out of the gate, 3 under. He was your leader through 3 holes. Par, double. Yeah, you know what happened? There's water that comes into play on 6 off the tee, and Putnam, he's magic with his flat stick. Yanked one off the tee. Water comes into play. He has to drop, hit a second. It was kind of ugly out there. Took him a while to play the hole. Double on number 6. Cameron Smith, Dustin Johnson both drop a shot. And it's Webb Simpson. Continues his historic, unbelievable season. He is making another birdie. He gets to 4 under through 6. And Adam Hadwin, 5 out of his last 6 holes are birdies. Unreal stuff. Besides that, let's see. Oh, a double for Sneds. Yeah, there's always a double out there lurking for Snedeker. He can get hot, but he can give them away. Bryson, Danny Willett, both bogey. Bryson's 2 over. Shane Lowry with his double. He's now 2 over. Patrick Reed did get one back. If you are a Reed backer, you hope he gets on a little bit of a run here. He gets one at 6. Let's see if he can keep it going into hole number 7 here. I also want to get the, I have a lot of thoughts about this where I can get like the hole by hole stuff or maybe even the shot by shot stuff. So this is week 1. Bear with me. I think we can make this pretty slick here, but we are in for hole number 7. This is another par 4. Let's see how the boys did. Okay, Hadwin finally cools off and makes a par. However, Webb Simpson, right on his heels, makes another birdie. He is 5 under par. Brendan Todd back-to-back pars. Rory's still there. Rory's got 2 birdies, an eagle. He's just 1 shot off the lead, which has got to have, Adam Hadwin shaking in his boots a little bit. Our buddy Sungjae falters at the 7th. That was a 3-putt. Yeah, unfortunate for Sungjae, who's usually a solid putter. Hit it to 21 feet, ran it 6 feet past, missed the comebacker. It was kind of ugly out there. But Sungjae gets in with a par, drops a shot. He's 3 off the lead at the moment. Our buddy Terrell Hatton, who's been on such a great run recently, winning the Turkish Airlines Open, winning down in Florida, was 3 under through 5, gives 2 back on the 7th, and Andrew Putnam has not really recovered from his double on the 6th. And actually, what I think I can do here, I want to freeze these. So when I scroll down, yeah, I can see what hole I'm at. That's pretty cool. Okay. Let's check the bottom of the leaderboard. Oh, Jason Day, dead last. We are now officially in Jason Day withdrawal territory. He might WD this. I saw him. It looked like he was walking gingerly off of the 7th tee. I'm a little bit concerned about him. Now that he's in dead last, 3 over par, I think it's possible he might withdraw from this event. We'll have to keep a close eye on him moving forward. Down there with Danny Willett, those two are the only 2 golfers at 3 over par at the moment. Sawgrass is absolutely gettable right now. Let's go to hole number 8. It's a par 3. Maybe we'll find an ace at some point. I wonder how long it'll take us to find an ace. Man, the first simulation I do for Rory is always so good, but it doesn't count. And now he's gonna drop this. That might be in his double range. It's either in his double or his bogey range. We're gonna see in a second. But Rory's gonna drop a shot here, at least one. We'll see if he can clean up his 4-footer and get out of here with just making one. A bogey. Yeah, he does. Okay, so Rory drops a shot. Brendan Todd drops a shot. Webb Simpson drops a shot. So we are condensing this leaderboard. The leader's coming back a little bit to us. Adam Hadwin still 5 under with a 1-shot lead. Webb Simpson, Tommy Fleetwood, Xander Schauffele all in chase. And then in the group behind, Brendan Todd, Rory, Louie, Ian Poulter, DJ, and Bubba Watson, they are just 2 shots off the lead. Remember, it's a 4-round tournament, so plenty of time. You really just don't want to play yourself out of it. Unfortunately, that's what the bottom of the leaderboard is doing. Our young guns like Colin Morikawa, who quite frankly will be a great asset in spreadsheet golf, not showing it today. 2 over par through 8. He's got prolific birdie or better rates. His eagle rate is high. He will be very valuable in spreadsheet golf for years to come, but he's not showing it here in the inaugural event. Now, par 5, hole number 9. We are going to see if these guys can take advantage of it. Let's see. I should actually put this text in white to keep the sweat going a little bit. Oh my goodness, there's going to be some scores here, I think. We're going to see some movement on the leaderboard. Oh, yeah. Webb, of course. I mean, he killed the practice round I played earlier in the week. He is continuing to kill it here. He is now in the sole lead at 5 under par because it's a 2-shot swing with him and Adam Hadwin. That is an interesting situation because they're playing together today. So Adam Hadwin, he watches Webb roll in a 35-footer for birdie, probably flusters him a little bit. He 3-putts, which is unbelievable for Adam Hadwin, who's usually so good with the flat stick, but a 2-shot swing right in front of his own eyes. Hadwin drops back to second. DJ makes a birdie to get up into a tie for second. Ian Poulter hanging around. We've got a couple of names, not so big names at the top of the leaderboard. We've got, Poulter's there, Hadwin's there, Xander, he's a big name. He's there. Let's check the bottom of the leaderboard. Or let's see if anybody's making a run in the middle. Actually, Billy Ho. Oh my gosh, look at the scorecard from Billy Ho. He's in T12 right now. He's going to make the turn at 2 under par. He's got 5 birdies, a bogey, and a double. That looks like it should be Phil Mickelson's scorecard, who's actually having a pretty quiet day. Just 2 birdies and a bogey, nothing too crazy. He has been dropping bombs, though. I was getting the report earlier that Phil has been dropping bombs. And oh my goodness, another double for Colin Morikawa on the 9th. Now, we've seen this before. I've seen with my own 2 eyes Colin Morikawa go out on the first 9 of a tournament. Now, this is not a tournament. This is the practice round. Go out in 40 at the Genesis and finish in the top 10. So he's going to go out in 40 right now. We will see if he can grind it back on the back 9. But again, this is just a practice round. Guys are trying new things. They're trying to figure it all out. Let's continue to roll here with the par 4 10th. All right, results coming in. Oh, that's a good number for Rory, I think. It's a really good number for Rory. Uh-oh, I already see a little bit of carnage. Let's check it out together. Oh, yeah. Okay, Webb drops a shot. Adam Hadwin gets that 2-shot swing right back with his birdie on 10. Xander touching the lead. So it's Hadwin and Xander at the top being chased down by a group of golfers. Rory makes another birdie. Here's a name we haven't talked about. Justin Thomas. Yeah. Justin Thomas birdied the 1st, the 6th, the 9th, and now the 10th. A clean scorecard. He's 4 under, just now 1 shot off the lead. A couple of birdies here from Fowler, Reevy, Brooks now back into the mix. He's got a clean scorecard. He has 3 birdies in his last 4 holes. That's good stuff. Scotty Scheffler doubles the 10th. Shane Lowry doubles the 10th. That's not going to cut it. Patrick Reed has been calling back. Remember, Reed was 3 over through 3. He's now made 4 birdies in his last 5 holes. He's back under par. So, Reed backers, no worries there. Plenty of golf still to be played. And remember, this is just the practice round. Par 5, 11th. This is the one that you want your guys taking advantage of, and I can already see that Rory McIlroy has not done that. This is a shame because this is a gettable hole. This is one of the ones you've got to go out and post a low number on, and I can already see our buddy Rory has dropped a shot. Yeah, here he is. So Rory alternating birdies and bogeys on the back 9, but it's Xander who's now birdied both of his holes coming in here. So he gets the 6 under. Fleetwood, Poulter, Justin Thomas all one back along with Adam Hadwin. I mean, you really have, what is that? 9 guys within 2 shots of the lead. Pretty good stuff. We've got a good run here. Brooks gives one back on the 11th. Finau trying to make a little bit of noise. He's played better since the 6th hole. He got off to a little bit of a slow start. And no doubles on the card on the 11th on the par 5, which makes a lot of sense. We will head over to the par 4 12th and see how our pros can handle this. I can't wait to also be looking at the leaderboard for you guys and the lineups that you put in. That should also be pretty fun. All right, here we go. Oh, that's a really good number for JT. It's a really good number for Rahm. The big boys are coming now. We're starting to play more holes. The big boys are coming out. We'll update the leaderboard. Yep, Justin Thomas has now gotten there. He's gotten to 6 under. So we've got 4 birdies in a row for JT. He's tied with Xander. Following right behind is the group of Adam Hadwin, Tommy Fleetwood, Ian Poulter, and Bubba Watson, just 1 shot off the lead. Rory does get that bogey back, so a good bounce back from him on number 12. Ricky Fowler trying to stay there. He's got a clean scorecard. It's been a day for Andrew Putnam. Birdie, birdie, birdie out of the gate, a double on 6, and then now back-to-back birdies on 11 and 12. Pretty interesting stuff. Paul Casey, yeah, he you know what it was? Paul Casey 4-putt this green. Yeah, that's very much up in Paul Casey's MO. Here's Morikawa, our buddy Morikawa trying to get out of the basement, makes a birdie on 12. Now let's head to the par 3 13th. We are still looking for our first ace in Spreadsheet Golf. We will see if we can find one here. It would have to be a really low number. A really low number would get it there. Ooh, 4-3-3. That, I don't know if that's going to do it. I don't think that's within their eagle ranges here for those guys. Sung Kang was one of them, but I think Sung Kang just made a birdie. Let's, the shot tracker has it as a birdie, but we're going to wait and see for the official word here. Let's see if we can find Sung Kang. Maybe I can do a control F. There he is. Okay, so this is Sung Kang's first birdie of the day. It comes on 13. Ches Reavie makes a double, which is shocking because he's usually so good with his irons. The top of the leaderboard doesn't really move, except Tommy Fleetwood goes up and grabs it. Tommy, punts it away at the Honda, didn't play all that well the week after. It's been a rough go for Tommy recently, but looks like he's back on track. He's had a week off now from the players being canceled. He was able to work out some things, and he is now part of the 3-way tie at the top with Xander and Justin Thomas. Hole number 14 coming at you right now. We are heading into the stretch here. This is, oh my goodness. I think I saw something really special out there. Well, our leaders all made par on 14, and Webb and Terrell made birdie. So we are now a 5-way tie for the lead at 6 under par. Right behind those guys, Ricky Fowler makes another. So it's Poulter, Hadwin, Fowler, and Usti all within 1 shot. But I thought I saw, Sung Jae with the double. And then I think I saw, maybe not. I thought I saw a Tony Finau eagle, but I suppose it was just a birdie. Shot Link had it wrong. Of course, I thought he holed out. He did not. He did stuff his approach to just about 8 inches, and he tapped it in for birds. So Tony Finau trying to catch a little bit of a run on the back. We are now headed to the par 4 15th. We'll see if who can keep it going, because we are just absolutely stacked leaderboard at the top here. Oops, I didn't, hold on. Let's make these official. There we go. Making sure I gotta make him official. That's not a good number for Rory. Although I don't think it's in his double range. I think it's just in his bogey range. So we're going to see here. The 15th hole. Oh, man. So look at this. Scottie Scheffler's got 2 doubles on the board. He's got 2 more bogeys on top of it. It was such a promising start. If you woke up early and you were looking at your lineups with Scottie Scheffler and you were counting your winnings after 2 holes, not so fast, because he is 2, 4, 6 over since then. Graham McDowell makes a birdie. We've got a run of birdies in the middle here, but let's check the top of the leaderboard. Oh my goodness. Okay. Xander, Webb, and Tyrrell Hatton all make birdie to get to 7 under par before we even get to the par 5. Hadwin gets back on track. He's now got 2 in a row. And here's that Rory bogey that I was a little bit concerned about. He now drops 4 off the pace through 15. So let's see how these guys handle the par 5 16th hole. This is gettable. We've seen a lot of interesting things happen over the years on 16 here. We'll see if there's any really low numbers, and I think I might see one. It might not be an eagle, but I think Webb, oh, that wasn't Webb. It was Hatton maybe. Got another one here. So we are through 16. Hatton, his 4th birdie in a row. His back 9 absolutely scorching at the moment. He's 6 under on the back. He's 8 under for the tournament. He has the solo lead. Xander and Webb chasing, with Adam Hadwin and Dustin Johnson 2 shots back. Justin Thomas, unfortunate to see him make bogey. He hit his 2nd shot in the water on the right side. It was one of the, he's going forward. He's trying to keep his foot on the pedal, gets a little bit unlucky, hits a Burkhead, bounces into the water, ends up making bogey there at the par 5 16th. And now we head to the historic par 3 17th Island Green. Let's see how the best golfers in the world and the best golfers in Spreadsheet golf can handle this iconic hole. I've heard the walk from 16 green to 17 tee is about 100 yards too long. Heard that from Rory McIlroy myself. Let's see how they did. Webb Simpson, would you expect anything less? He goes out and birdies the hole. He knocked it to 12 feet. He had a downhill right to left putt. He rolled it in. Adam Hadwin makes bogey. He found that that back strip over there, the one little connector of the island. Had to play an awkward shot from there, was still able to make bogey. Who else is down here? Oh my goodness. Yeah, we've got a couple. Shane Lowry actually hit his ball in the water. Went over to the drop area, hit a beautiful 3rd, was able to, knock it in from about 5.5 feet to save his bogey, but not a lot of birdies on 17. Rory did get one, but he remains 4 shots back. So here we go. The final hole of the practice round. We will see how these guys wrap up here. Not a good number for Rory. Not a good number at all. So here we go. The official practice round has come to an end, and it is going to be a 2-way tie between Tyrrell Hatton and Webb Simpson at 8 under par. So if you had a first-round leader bet on either one of those, it'll be a dead heat. That's how my book pays it out. Also, if you had a first-round leader bet on a practice round, you are a sick puppy. Dustin Johnson, solo 3rd, 7 under par, 1 shot off the lead. Xander, Bubba, Justin Thomas, Tommy Fleetwood, kind of in that chase group there. But, Xander bogeys the last. That's tough to shoot a 6 under 66. That's the only blemish on his card. And then with DraftKings scoring, Tyrrell Hatton actually is your highest scorer of the day, 63.5 points. So We'll scroll down to the bottom of the leaderboard so we can see the scrubs as well. Scotty Scheffler, dead last on the leaderboard, although he did score more DraftKings points than the other guys, tied for 50th. Jason Day was able to finish that round. We were a little worried that he was in, WD range. After going 3 over through 8, he was walking gingerly, plays the back 9 in 9 pars. In fact, his last 11 holes, 11 straight pars for Jay Day. So he is going to chalk this one up and be ready for Thursday. So there you go. That was the practice round for Spreadsheet Golf, the Coronavirus Open, which I probably should change the name of that. TPC Sawgrass. We are going to get out here on Thursday and officially play round 1. Round 2 will be Friday. Obviously, Saturday and Sunday are rounds 3 and rounds 4. Everything will live stream at 12 p.m. Eastern. There are, if you go to my YouTube channel, youtube.com/RickRunGood, you can see that you can set a reminder for those events to make sure that you don't miss out on them. I imagine they'll probably take, so this one took 38 minutes, might be a little bit longer on probably about an hour or so, because we will also have the contest entries that we can talk through as we go. So if you want to enter a contest and enter a lineup into this, the best way to do so is to go down here to this tab for rules, and I've put the link in the chat. It is on my Twitter. You can go find the link to this spreadsheet, and it has the Google form, the PayPal link, all of the rules, all of the prizes are on here. So all that information is there. We'll be back round 1 Thursday, 12 p.m. Eastern time. I'll see you there.